Hello friends, I hope that you're doing well. Today we've got another American Truck Simulator video. It's been a little minute, but we've got a nice long drive today. As you can see in the bottom right here, it's about 1,000 miles. And this time I've got the cam on so you can see me. My computer screen is right here in front of me, so the camera I won't be looking at the camera all the time, but I hope you enjoy. I've got my window open. It's a beautiful day, so you might hear some outside traffic and wind and things like that, but I'm not sure if my mic picks that up. But before we set off here, I don't think you can see it in the bottom right because of my camera, but we're hauling a crawler tractor, as you can see here. And it is going from Bakersfield to Pueblo. Bakersfield, California to Pueblo, Colorado. So, without further ado, we'll get underway. And if you haven't seen the other video similar to this, that's okay. We'll just be driving, enjoying most of the sounds. Hopefully nothing funky happens, and I'll just chat throughout most of it. Sometimes I might take a break, not talk too much, let my voice rest. I'm guessing this will be about an hour drive. It's a little under 18 and a half hours in-game time. It says we'll arrive on Wednesday at 8:30 or so at night. It is currently 2 a.m. on Wednesday, in-game of course. And yeah, with that, I hope everybody's doing well. I'm doing pretty decent here, getting through school. The channel's doing well, which is exciting to see. Apologies for that ticking noise. Whenever my neighbors upstairs, I believe, flush their toilet, the ticking sound happens. I don't know if that's the pipes or what that is, but can't control that. I've had a little bit of a sore throat. There was a very exciting football game that I was at on Saturday, and I was yelling quite a bit and talking a lot, so my voice has been a little shot this weekend. Definitely a little bit of a sore throat from it, so I've got some water here, but I might need to clear my throat. I'm going to try not to, and if I need to really bad, I'll probably try to mute the mic. But anyways, oh my gosh, that scared me, the tumbleweeds. Yeah, been doing well here. Football's really exciting. Iowa State's doing well. In terms of the channel is growing rapidly recently due to the massage videos, and there's an influx of new people, so welcome. I hope that everybody is enjoying the content as of lately. I've been wanting to, and slowly starting to, excuse me, got a yawn. Oh boy. I've been slowly trying to do more visual triggers, similar to Patrick's ASMR, who I think is amazing. I've been addicted to watching his channel recently, and I just did my own swing type video on Monday. That was up. If you haven't seen that, check that out. That's me kind of trying to break into the visual trigger space, which I've never really done before. So I'm going to keep up that. I'm really a fan of him going out and recording videos somewhere outside, and I know a few places I might be able to do that, like walk through the woods and stuff. So we'll see. I want to imitate him, but I don't want to like copy him either. But I think he's who I really like, so it'll be a good base to kind of build my own visual style off of. Additionally, I don't know how popular this video will be or anything like that, but as a membership perk for a certain level of member, or actually I think all of them, I don't even know my own tiers, I give shoutouts, monthly shoutouts to all the members, so their names will be in the description below, but I'd also just like to say their names real quick and say thanks for the support. I really appreciate it. We have, for the Tingle Engineer level, a monthly members only video, which I did a new scratching your itch, kind of up close personal, semi-chaotic, lo-fi, not really lo-fi video. So something like that might come on the main channel soon. We'll see. Kind of feel out where we're at. Oh, excuse me. Talking so much makes me yawn. But I'd like to say thank you to Portly Hog, David K, and Davey ASMR are the 3 members of this channel. Oh man. And everybody's slamming on their brakes. But yes, thank you to those 3. I appreciate their support. They've been helpful in some of the ideas of future videos to make and things like that. So that's greatly appreciated, and you can see some of them in the live stream sometimes, so it's nice to see people there. You don't have to be a member to join the live stream. We do a live stream for an hour on Tuesday nights, usually around 7 p.m. Central, and that's just going over college football stuff, but it's also just a nice little hangout, get to know each other, hang out, talk about whatever, and I'll record the college football video that stream, but hang out before and after it as well. So if you're available, want to come hang out, say hi, feel free. I'm so sorry. I think I'm talking a little bit different than I usually do. I'm keeping it more in the back of my throat. So I'm going to talk a little bit more normally. I think I'm going to try to here. So it's not as straining on my vocal cords, perhaps. And it's nice to get back on this game, or any game really. The last time I opened a game on Steam was actually September 2nd. So it's been a little while, and that game on September 2nd was an American Truck Simulator recording or live stream or something of the sort. It wasn't a game that I was like just playing with friends or anything, and just got on to record a video, so I haven't really played games much at all since starting grad school, which kinda sucks, but things change, I suppose. It's not for the bad or anything, that's for sure. I always like looking at the load on turns. Oh, you can see I'm driving into the grass. I'm not the most professional truck driver in this game, I can tell you that much. It is also later at night and I'm just tired from a long weekend, so that could be part of my yawning too, so I apologize. I would probably get into this game a lot more if I had one of those full-sized, like, truck sim rigs. I don't know if you have seen those at all. They've got like the foot pedals, an actual steering wheel, some of them have like gearboxes and all that. It's really fascinating. I would never spend that much money on this though. Unfortunately, trucking is not that much of my thing. I guess the whole highway's closed down. We've got a lot of issues this trip so far. Oh my goodness. You hate to see that. Let me take a sip of water here. Gonna do a rolling stop there, but that's okay. How is there traffic? The road is closed. Where are they coming from? Thanks, game. Yeah, so I don't really have a set plan for video types. I don't know if I'm supposed to. I don't really know. Kind of in a spot where we're just vibing with this channel. It's blowing up and I feel like I should be more prepared for things and have more of a set schedule and things of the nature, but kind of just hanging out, doing our thing, and I think that's okay. But then sometimes it also makes me question if I'm doing the right thing. And I have no idea how the inner workings of other ASMR channels work or how bigger channels do their thing, but to me it would make sense to me that they might have videos planned out ahead of time and know what they're doing ahead of time and things like that. And of course the ones that do like role plays where they dress up in all sorts, I'm sure they're a little bit more thought out and planned than mine, but that's okay. I feel like I don't know fully what my little niche that I'm carving out on ASMR YouTube is. It seems like the massage roleplay type videos is a good one, and I hope to do a massage roleplay soon, or a massage video soon with an actual person. Do like a back massage, maybe similar to the ones that I've uploaded before with the pillows, but with a person instead, or similar to ones I've done a long time ago where it's someone sitting up like in a chair or on a stool or something like that and doing a massage on their back or on their upper back, maybe neck, head. I've been wanting to do one with my girlfriend for a little while now. I think that would be fun, and I feel like I enjoy the virtual kind of massage with the pillows under the blankets that I've been doing. I enjoy those as a viewer, but I feel like the ones with actual people do a lot more for me in terms of relaxing. So hopefully I can get one going soon. Maybe it's not so relaxing if I'm speeding the whole video. I don't know. I don't mind it. What do you mind? There's just a big update to American Truck Sim. The state of Arkansas was released from prison. No, it got put out content-wise. And I've noticed that my mirrors are different. Or at least the one in the top right. It's shorter and wider. And it seems more zoomed in. I don't know if that's a field of view thing or what. And I'm slowing down going up this hill. I feel like those two trucks up there are just racing each other. And no one's winning. And somehow I am losing, because I just keep getting slower. I am excited. I just recently got it's like an electric kettle, like an electric water heater type thing. It's like 1.5 liters, and you plug it in. It's for tea mostly, making hot tea. And I wanted an electric one so that I could bring it and keep it at my desk on campus, where I spend most of my day on campus at my desk or at classes and such. Because I treat school kind of like a 9 to 5 if I can. I'm usually there I'll leave here at 8 a.m., my apartment, and stay there until about 4 or 5 usually. And I have like my cup of coffee in the morning, which is fine and all. But once I am done with the cup of coffee, I want something that's not water. Like, I don't dislike water or anything. I don't need the hydro homies coming after me. I drink my water plenty, but I like something with a little bit more taste. So hot tea is my answer, and I used to drink hot tea a bunch. I've found that I'm drinking coffee a little bit too much. I think I might be starting a caffeine fix, but I'm not completely sure. Either way, I don't want to keep going down that slope if I start drinking a bunch of cups a day. So I'm gonna replace some of that with hot tea. So I got this electric kettle thing that just heats up the water to 212 Fahrenheit, and it was half off. It was only $20. So I figured for my first one, that'll be easy. It's a little loud. I've tested it a couple times. I just got it on Friday, I believe. Yeah, Friday. So I'm gonna enjoy it. It's a little loud, but it heats up like a liter of water in like 5 minutes or so, probably. I didn't exactly time it, but it was roughly 5 minutes. Which is way more water than I need, that's for sure. But I can make a couple cups of hot water at a time, so that's not bad. Enjoy my tea, especially once it gets more into winter. That'll be really nice, having something nice and hot right there. Because I found myself also, after I drank my first cup of coffee and stuff, typically, to stay productive and stuff, I can't just stare at the computer screen and like thug it out, because most of my work is on a computer. Usually I have to get up, go on a walk. I kind of do a Pomodoro thing. There's like 30 minutes of work, 5 minutes of break. It's not necessarily like going on my phone or anything, which sometimes I'll do, but I usually like that break is getting up and walking around a little bit, whether it's going on a walk around campus or just walking to the bathroom or back. So what I noticed was that I would get up and go on a walk, and there's a church right near campus where I'm at that just recently opened a non-for-profit coffee shop. And say what you want about churches and stuff, it's not my church, I don't go to church, but it's a non-profit coffee shop, and that means the prices are very cheap, very reasonable for a college student, and I appreciate that. And it's also good coffee. It's close, it's cheap, it's good coffee, it's supporting not just the church, but they give the proceeds to other charities in town, which is good and all, and I support it, but that doesn't help me with drinking coffee and drinking more caffeine throughout the day when I really don't need it. So I'm going to be cutting back on that and saving more for a treat instead of like a once a week thing. Granted, we'll see how it holds up, but at least drinking the tea will make me feel better, and I'm excited to do it. I've got Sleepy Time tea bags, which I'm a huge fan of the mint Sleepy Time tea, but because I got this electric kettle thing and I actually have more of a reason to use or to drink tea now, I'm going to start trying loose leaf tea, I think. Try to get into that. I'm going to get a little what is it? Diffuser, infuser, whatever the little basket thing is that goes in the cup that you put the loose leaves in. I'm gonna get one of those eventually. Once I get through some of the Sleepy Time, I have like a pack of 40 tea bags from the Sleepy Time box. So I'm gonna get through those and then start my loose leaf tea journey. This truck is stressing me out. I can't see my own truck in my mirror. That's what I've realized. In that mirror on the right, typically I can see my trailer. Oh well. So yeah, I'm starting a hot tea journey. So that's exciting. I'm looking forward to that. If you have any recommendations, or if you drink hot tea and have any recommendations of types to try, I'm gonna go for like herbal or green tea for now, just to reduce the caffeine levels. I do like black tea, but I know it has caffeine in it more than the others, and I'm gonna try to wean off caffeine a little bit. So we'll see. There's a tea shop in town here, and then there's a different one more in the city. And the one in the city, I've heard from some people that they make trips to like China and Japan and different Asian countries like 3 or 4 times a year, pretty regularly. I think that's where they're from. The owners of the shop are from somewhere in Asia. But they'll go back to Asia every once in a while and source their tea from whatever country they go to. So it's like good quality Asian tea. So I gotta go and try that out. So the world of tea is just waiting for me to explore. Always gotta have the little things, right? Where are we at? Oh, we've driven through Las Vegas. I didn't even notice. So this is our map. The red line is where we're gonna go. So we're gonna get into some windy roads between Montrose and Pueblo. Get to drive up through Salina by Moab. I've never been in this part of Utah in real life. I've only been through Price down to Moab. It'll be exciting. I like this going down a mountain. Oh, I don't like almost crashing though. That's preferred not. I want to try to figure out how to bring more comedy into ASMR, and I'm not a comic or into improv or anything like that. I'm not good at acting. I've never done anything in the arts of that sort, but I do like when ASMR is funny. Like, I don't search that type of ASMR out when I'm looking to relax necessarily, but I do enjoy when there's some humor in ASMR. Like Patrick's ASMR, again, of course, is great. I love the videos where there's a few where he like thinks he sees a bug or something and freaks out, and like, I guess that's laughing at someone else's pain, but that's hilarious. He's able to keep it relaxing, entertaining, but then he also just has videos that are fully focused around sorry, that are fully focused around some funny idea, like the one with him and his friend Steve. I think I've mentioned this on a video like other time, but him and his friend Steve, I don't know what goes on with them, but just the one where like Steve's trespassing on his property and won't leave him alone. And they make like a great ASMR video out of it. And then there's another one where they're doing hand movements and stuff together by a river or something. It's great. I aspire to just have the innate dry humor ability that he does. This is a really neat place. A nice blue trailer. Oh boy. Keep your eyes on the road, kids. I'm going the speed limit and he's slow. It's not because I'm speeding, I swear. I am going 70 and a 70. So is that a Nebraska sign? Wow. I got to meet up with a bunch of my friends from my undergraduate days that I haven't seen in a year or two this past weekend for the football game, and that was very therapeutic. So, sometimes you get lost in the busyness of life, and you kind of lose track of what makes you happy and the people that you value in life. At least I do. And it's nice to have those days, those events, or those weekends, or what have you, where it kind of takes you out of the busyness that you've experienced in life. I just want to mention there have been 3 of the exact same yellow Mustangs driving by us. But back to the matter at hand. Yeah, sometimes it's easy to get caught up in the busyness of life and kind of forget what makes you happy, and you're just doing what you need to do. But when you have a time that kind of pulls you out of that busyness and brings you back to more of your own grounding and do what you like to do and be with who you like to be with, it's very nice. It's very therapeutic. It can help reflect, you know? You can think about things you might want to change. If you want to change anything, keep in touch more with certain people, do different things, be more conscious of taking time for yourself when things are busy. Just all the things like that. And that's what I appreciate most about those types of events or days, is that it's a reflection point that doesn't get triggered too often from other types of events. You know, I don't go pick up McDonald's and think that I should text my friend from 4 years ago. At least, that hasn't happened to me. I like to think I keep in touch with the people I care about most, but there's still people that we're not best friends, but I still care about them, and it's nice to catch up with them, and I don't think that there should be any fear of reaching out if it's been a little while. I used to be fearful of that, kind of self-conscious, and if you are too, I encourage you to just send that person a text. Give them a call if you're more of a caller. Just whatever is normal for you. But don't let a large gap of time scare you away from not doing that. I think it's very, very important for both yourself and perhaps the other person. Because who knows, they might be thinking the same thing of, oh, I'm curious how they're doing, I'd like to reach out to them and get updates, but it's just been so long and I don't know if they'd even want to talk to me anymore. And those thoughts can be a little too debilitating sometimes. And most of the time are irrational. They're just thoughts that you made up yourself in your own mind, subconsciously. And I always like to think, don't break your foot before the race even starts, kind of deal. I have never really figured out how to put it best into words. I'm not a wordsmith, as you can probably tell, but, you know, don't destroy the chances before you even give yourself a shot, right? The worst they can do is not respond, or just not want to talk, but that's okay. That doesn't leave you with worrying about it anymore, or thinking about all the what ifs and whatnot. Anyways, that's my spiel. Because what most often happens to me in those situations, scenarios, I want to say both words at the same time, is I'll reach out, and I typically don't have too much of a problem with it anymore. I'm happy to initiate conversations, and it's always a very positive response. I get to hear back from people I haven't heard from in a while, and we get to connect, and it's on both ends. It's a good time. They're appreciative that I reached out and get to talk more often, you know? So there's more good opportunities than bad, that's for sure. Yeah, either way. A lot of good things can come from hanging out with your friends. Where are we at now? We're on the way to Grand Junction. What a cute little town. I was surprised when I was in Utah. This is kind of what a lot of towns look like. Like you're just driving through, there's like hills on one side, mountains in the distance, and it's like a little valley, and there's just an entire town there. It's kind of the vibes I got from Salt Lake City, Provo especially. Ogden, I think, as well. Road safety is no accident. Overtaking. I'm going the speed. Oh, I'm going one over the speed limit technically. It's 80 out here. I'm going 81. So I am not speeding. Except by 1 mile an hour. So that doesn't count, right? If you're watching this far into the video, I appreciate it. I know it's hard to hold on to videos like this for a while. They're a little boring sometimes for some people. But I'm assuming if you're still around, this is probably background noise. So, or you've fallen asleep. But if it is background noise, nice. There we go. I'm sure you'll remember that. Look at that tunnel. Wow. I'm gonna take in both lanes. I'm gonna hit the guardrail. I'm a horrible driver. It's a good thing I don't have to take a CDL test in this game. Oh gosh. Don't mind me. One thing I want to do soon is go camping. I made a video at the start of the year showing off my tent that I had gotten for Christmas and the sleeping bag and sleeping pad, and I still have not used that in an actual camping. Like, I've never gone camping in it yet this year. No, I haven't gone camping this year either, just in general. So I don't know. I've never really been camping apart from with my girlfriend's family. My family's not a outdoors campy type group, so never really had that experience. And I wouldn't mind just going alone, but I feel like I don't know enough yet to go alone. I mean, I'd survive and I'd be fine, but more the logistics side. Like, I don't know how to rent a campsite. I feel like that's a little weird. If I were to go camping, I want to just go out in the middle of the woods with nobody else around, and not just in like some weird, not weird, but like a glorified parking lot. You know, maybe I'm not the norm in that opinion, but there's really only one spot nearby here. It's like 20 minutes out of town, and I have to rent a spot. But I don't know where in town I could go. Because I know stealth camping's a thing, but I feel like I shouldn't do that for like my first camping experience. And I also don't want to just go and sleep in my garage, but maybe I could. That'd be a good way to test everything out, I suppose, and give myself a bad back. But then it's also concrete. How would I make the garage floor not concrete? I guess I could just put like blankets under my sleeping pad, so then that way it's a little more padded, and I wouldn't do that in like actual camping unless it's like the winter, but that way it makes it feel a little bit more ground and not concrete. Either way, I'm looking forward to whenever I do actually go try camping. Might be in a couple weekends from now. I've been busy every weekend in October, and a little bit in September. I'll be busy the first weekend in November, and the second weekend in November I don't think I'm doing anything. And I have plans for that to do nothing. Take a relaxing weekend, if school allows it. Just do nothing. De-stress a little bit. Catch up on things I might not have as much time to do, like stuff around the apartment and all that. But I'm looking forward to just doing a nothing weekend. I'm also one of the types of people, though. I'm a bit of a perfectionist, and I feel like I need to always do something productive, so I can't just relax. And sometimes when I'm really getting in my own head about things, like imposter syndrome at school and all that kind of stuff, or just feeling really down in the dumps, it's hard to even relax. I feel like I can't just sit and watch TV or sit and watch YouTube. I need to be doing something, which sucks, because I know that's not right. Like, I can take time to relax myself, and that's fine. That's what I need sometimes. But the brain just doesn't work like that, apparently. But we're working on it. We're working through it. So, I think that weekend will help. With being so busy, it's hard in the moment to feel like I don't need to be busy. It's kind of the norm now. We're gonna need gas soon. Oh, we just passed Moab. Can get some gas in Grand Junction. I hope everything's going well in your life. It's a good time in the holiday season. At least here in America, it's the holiday season. And Christmas is fairly niche, or worldwide, isn't it? I mean, religion depending, of course, but Christmas or some sort of Christmassy, Kwanzaa type. There's different types of holidays, so it's got to be the holiday season for most people. I feel like it's always the most happy time of year. Everybody's a little bit more light-spirited, a little bit happier. And because of that, I hope you're doing well. Not because of that. I hope you're doing well regardless, but if you're not doing well, I feel like that gives more hope. Right? That things will get better soon. And it's going to be a good time of year the next 2 months. I always enjoy Halloween. I haven't gone trick-or-treating since I was like 14, and I like living in a college town in a small town and always in apartments and stuff. I've never had to deal with trick-or-treaters coming to my door. So I don't really get too much into the festivities of the actual day, but just the Halloween season. I really enjoy the fall decorations, the pumpkins, the jack-o'-lanterns. I just love the atmosphere of it. And is this Grand Junction? It is. Will be a gas. And the crisp, cool air, and just the fall season, fall weather. I love that. If you're in a good area, good climate area that has the very enjoyable, at least in my opinion, the very enjoyable fall weather, I definitely encourage you to take the time to enjoy it, sit outside a little bit. What I like to do is I like to sit on my patio. I have a little patio with some outdoor, like, rocking chair type things, not wooden ones, but just like outdoor metal kind of deck patio chairs. And I enjoy the cold. Like, I sleep in my apartment and it's 65 degrees or so, and I get under the blankets and everything. But is that car floating? I think that car was floating. Either way, I sit out and enjoy the cool weather, and I'm all fine and dandy with it. But I'll even do that more into the winter and stuff. Go out and sit under a blanket and stuff like that. But what I did a lot when before I came back to school was I go out and sit in my garage, like in the middle of it snowing or parking lot. Like in the middle of it snowing, or if it was just cool. And of course it gets dark so early in the winter, so by the time I get home from work and eat and everything, it's already dark by 6 p.m. But I just go sit in my garage, and I had a little lawn chair, just sit in my garage, bring a blanket out, get all bundled up, and what I actually would usually do was bring a cup of hot tea, because I wasn't as big into coffee back then, but bring a cup of hot tea, get bundled up, and just, if something just feels so cozy to me about Oh my goodness. Cement mixer just hit the truck. Something to me just feels so cozy about the sitting in a cold place and feeling warm. I don't know what it is. Excuse me, buddy. What a mess. Something just feels so cozy about being warm in the cold. It's kind of like, I feel like I'm claustrophobic in a lot of the senses of the word, but just being like tightly bundled up in a corner and like all snug as a bug, that's satisfying to me. And some of the situations could be considered like claustrophobia, but I enjoy it. So I don't know. I'm a selective claustrophobic, I suppose. Either way, life's good. Take it easy on yourself. Don't beat yourself up over things. Of course, it's okay to be critical of yourself sometimes. That's how everybody improves, but make sure it's constructive, make sure it's rational, and don't beat yourself up for things you don't deserve. I wouldn't say I'm in the lane, but I will go instead. Let me just check something here. I want to make sure we're recording. That would be really bad if we weren't. Okay, we are. Thank goodness. And we're almost there. We've just got a windy road to go. $240 miles left. Sorry, I'm watching the Sunday night football game on my monitor next to my second monitor. Look at those train cars. And there's just a wild catch. It's Monday night football and it's Sunday night football. I'm recording this Sunday night. It's a video, of course, is uploaded on Friday. For those of you watching it as it releases, but another perk if I'm allowed to keep plugging my membership for the channel, another perk is that you get to see some videos a week or so ahead of time compared to the rest of the channel. They're still the same videos and they just get made public on Friday, but they get uploaded for members to see Sunday or Monday depending on when I record them. So it's a week in the work week type idea. Not a 7 days thing. Sip of water at the red light. Can't run this one, there's a cop right there. When is this got to be delivered? Oh, it's expected Thursday at 11 p.m. Well, they're going to get it way ahead of time. I'm going to get 91 grand from this job. Look at those flags fly. I'm going to take these turns a little bit wider. Is that a Popeyes? Man, I'm surprised my truck is even allowed on these roads. I feel like there'd be a rule against that. Oh boy. Alright, it looks like we're fine. We made it. Oh, yep, just made it. Train tracks. That's a sharp turn. Wow. I'd like to see a train go over that turn. This car doesn't know what it's doing. You're doing great. I hope your eyes are getting heavier if you're watching this for sleep. If you're not watching this for sleep, then relax. I hope it's doing whatever you need it to do for you, and your eyes are not getting heavy. Oh, I gotta turn left. Where are we at now? Montrose. We're on our last straight shot to Pueblo. Convoy. Oh, that's a cool trailer. He's got a train trailer. Is there anybody behind me? I want to back up and look at that. Railroad construction. Johnson and Smith. That's so cool of a trailer. Oh my goodness. I had the green arrow and I was gawking at a trailer. That's really neat. Sorry, that's a little loud. Peterbilt. Sharp turn up here. There's a road that goes back there. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, I can tell it's going to be a long drive still. 200 miles, but 4 hours. But we did 800 miles in, I guess it was 1,000 miles in 20 hours. What would that be? 50 miles every hour. I guess that's the exact same. It's a nice little RV. And another cop. Check out the different camera views. Oh yeah. What? This is a new one. Oh wait, this might be the cinematic one. Yeah, it is. We'll get on that one. I can't tell when the light turns green though. Oh, it's green. This is rather difficult. They didn't mean that anyways. These are some tight lanes. Look at that. It's just going to keep switching and doing the same camera angle. Do you dress up for anything as Halloween? Me and my girlfriend will still dress up and stuff and go. There's usually a Halloween party that we go to, but this year there isn't really one planned. So it sounds like what we've got planned so far is meeting up with some old friends at kind of in between where we both live, and going out to the bars and stuff, dressing up in our costumes and going out to the bars and just hanging out, keeping it more chill. We're getting older, we're realizing we don't want to party until midnight every night of the weekend, and don't want to drink as much as we used to. The undergraduate days are over, and that's okay. I'm not upset about that in the slightest. I like my sleep. That means I'm an old person. Compared to what I used to be, at least. Me 4 years ago would call me an old person today, and I'm okay with that. This is a neat area. It's a big river. I'm guessing it's dammed up somewhere. But the bridges just keep going over. Construction. We're taking a sharp turn. Oh, there's a truck stopped up there. That's not good, unless it's an intersection, but it doesn't look like it is on the map. Maybe it's a road I can't go on. Oh, it is. Huh. Wonder what's over there. Oh gosh. Yeah, gotta go in the other lane for that turn. It's gonna be more windy. It's kind of funny to watch just the world disappear in the mirror on the right. There's just a single line of just despawning. Excuse me, buddy, I gotta take a wide turn. Hey. There's a family that lives across the street from me. They've got some kids that are probably about high school age, maybe like 8th grade to 10th grade range. And they usually It depends on, it's different every time, every day, but they'll usually come out and like play bags out in the sidewalk, bean bags, and or just hang out on their patio with each other. I think there's some brothers and then some friends. I'll just hang out. I think they're outside right now. I've got my blinds closed, but the window open, so I don't know if you can hear them talking or yelling slightly at all. And I realized sometimes I feel like I can be easily annoyed at things, and especially when I'm stressed and busy with school and I just need to focus on stuff. And I have my windows open for the fresh air, and like I love having the windows open and stuff. And then I hear kids yelling and like being loud and stuff like that. And they're not like constantly yelling or anything, they're not a nuisance. But I'll get annoyed and be like, man, those kids need to stop yelling so much. It's like distracted me and like annoying. And then I'm like, well, it made me remember like when I was a kid and when I would be outside playing with my friends and probably being loud at times and maybe annoying to some of my neighbors. And granted, we lived in the suburbs and not so much in different apartment complex areas, but I'm like, man, why am I the person now that is getting annoyed by children playing outside and having fun? And it's not like I'm yelling at them or talking to them or anything. I've never met them, but I'm like, that's such a weird reaction that I wasn't expecting to have, is to just be annoyed with that. So it helped give me some perspective and like just think about like to not instantly react to things sometimes. And I think that's a good lesson. I'm learning a lot of lessons here at school. Being surrounded by smart people helps. Having people to look up to in that sense, but also just being in a new place, in different situations, different scenarios, and different experiences. It's like, why let some of the stuff that has bugged me before continue to bother me? Like, there's a lot of bigger things in life than being a very reactive person, especially if it's in a negative way. And I think that's important, and I hope me blabbering on about it will allow you to take anything from it if there's anything productive to take from that. But yeah, I think it's nice to just take some time, reflect on things, reflect on thinking, thoughts, all that fun jazz. It's nice to just check in with yourself sometimes. And I encourage you to do that with yourself. Take some time, self-reflect, introspect. Whether it's 5 minutes or 3 hours, whatever you need. Because if you're trying to take care of other people and be supportive and stuff for them, I always am of the opinion and like to think that you can't take care of others until you learn how to take care of yourself. And of course that's not always true, but I think it's a good baseline, or at least a good way to remember to take care of yourself as well. And don't expect to just be fine by forgetting about yourself. It's very easy to tell others what to do and not do it yourself. Either way, now I'm just I was gonna say muttering on, but that doesn't sound right. Now I'm just talking. I'm just farting around. Someone got injured in the Jets game. Game's been delayed for like 5 minutes now, and they've got the cart on the sidelines with the stretcher and everything. That's probably not super relaxing to hear about, though, is it? I don't know what's going on, though. Can't see. I don't have the audio playing. Otherwise, you'd probably hear it, and then I'd get tracked down by the NFL. There's a lot of police on this drive. Whoa. Whoa. Thank you. I had my feet up on this little footstool I have, and now my feet are asleep. And I took them off, so they're like waking up, so they're getting all tingly. Feels weird, man. Man, there's another police. This is a nice valley, though. I love the river, the train tracks, the road. I don't imagine I've been on this road in real life, but I've been on roads similar. I think in Montana, definitely Colorado. Such a cool thing, being on a road, there's a river across, and then train tracks. I just got cars sitting there. I don't think those wheels are on the rails, but that's okay. This isn't a train game, I guess. Could do like the Any Austin if any of you are into gaming and watch Any Austin. He goes deep into some weird, maybe not weird. I use weird as an adjective for a lot of things. He goes deep into parts of games that aren't ever thought about. Like he does a lot in Skyrim, the unemployment rate in different cities in Skyrim, where do all the rivers start in Skyrim, and I think he did Zelda and stuff like that. Mapped out the electrical grid in GTA. It's very fascinating stuff. I don't know why. You would think the topics would be some of the most boring things, but just the way he presents it, it's just so unthought of that it's so new and exciting and interesting to watch. Great fun if you're into video games. He does some great videos. I don't know how often he uploads, but they gotta take some time, I'm sure. He looks at crazy details. Crazy, like, unthought of details. Like, some of the stuff that, like, developers might not even thought of when they made it. They just threw it in. I feel like that red light needs to move. We're almost there, team. Been driving for a whole day. We're turning in. 1 mile to go. We go on red. Well, our job is coming to a close. And that also means the video is coming to a close. I hope you enjoyed the little driving 1,000-mile job. Let me know if you're into these types of videos. How do I get in? Maybe this video won't end too soon. There we go, just have to drive close to it. I hope you're into these videos. I'm assuming if you've watched this far that you are then. If you are still there, I appreciate you watching. I will probably do some of these videos every once in a while. I do enjoy playing the games, and it's a good excuse to at least hop on and truck for an hour, you know? Look at that. I can't park trailers like these, so... Wow! Look at that, we're almost level 39. So... anyways... thanks for watching. I appreciate you being around and watching the videos. And I hope to see you commenting or just around the channel somewhere. And if you're already asleep, enjoy the rest of your slumber, and I will see you next week. Bye now.